Alright, I think we're back in business. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, well, see if I can continue on. Okay, I think I'm back in business. I will do this on foot for a moment. And it is dusk in the Shire right now. Yay! One of the things I like about the game, I don't get tired over the day and night cycle. It's dusk in the Shire, and there is various weather effects. But the Shire just can't be beat for scenery. Well, it depends on what somebody's preferences are, but I just think it's a pretty environment. There's quite a delay in what's being broadcast. Actually, I don't hear any game audio in the slightest. Yeah, it's muted. That's weird. I'm hoping to lock that window, but yeah, it's the game is muted. I'm gonna see if I go into the audio settings. Sound playback. Try this. Oh, I think that's it. I can't tell if it's my monitor. I hear the walking, but I didn't hear the... Is the game audio going now? I can hear it on my end, but I can't tell if it's my headphones or coming from my monitor. Okay, great. Wow, my hearing aid's messing up again. That's... does not make me happy. Okay. So, apologies to Yari if they were listening earlier. It would be cool to bump into him. They seemed like a friendly person. I kind of like dealing with friendlier folk, and I ignore the ones that aren't so friendly. Switching something with my hearing aid. And going to double check and make sure also that the player music isn't so loud, because okay, good, that's nice and quiet. Sometimes it's really good, but yeah, me too. They were friendly. I'm gonna crank up the font to max. At last you've come back, Lord Fingway. Fosco yelled at me again. And this time he had the support of several of his brothers. This is so unlike them. What did you learn in Mickle Delving? Did you find out anything about Cleary's acres, about the curse? You explained to Bingo that you learned about Halston Cleary and a parcel of land he once owned, not far from Westmead. The Hobbit nods. It all makes sense to me now. The spectral vision you saw in Binebowl Wood must be related in some way to Halston Cleary. Somehow I managed to put a curse on the Shire. None but one will laugh when it's all done. That must refer to the ghost of Halston Cleary, scorned and forgotten by his neighbors. In fact, that may very well be why the Boffin boys are so uncharacteristically angry. The ghost hunt has affected them without their knowing, and the close proximity of Westmead to Cleary Farm has inflamed their tempers. Are you up for another adventure, Glorfingray? I have the perfect hobbit in mind to go with you. Darkness Airs? Yeah, it's, actually I better watch the use of that, because I don't mean it in that context, but this is the instanced area, so it's dark. If I were to go out, it would be still sunset-ish. I don't really believe all this is cracked up to be quite that way. None but one. This is a repeatable quest you've previously completed that I can barely remember. If there's a specter haunting the Cleary farmhouse, you need to be prepared to weather some frightening apparitions, Glorfingray. Who better to take with you than my cousin Dynadas, who's not... or Dinadas. He's not frightened of anything. And he would be best suited to adventure with you through the misty forest of eerie acres, no matter what the hunt brings. He would disbelieve a ghost right to its face and think it's clear. Think his clear head might be a secret to dispelling the curse. I'll not hear another word about it. Find Dinadas by the fire here in Westmead, and I look forward to your successful return. Seems like me and Dinadas would get along just fine. It's not a backstory to the event. It's actually, there's a famine mentioned in the Lord of the Rings books. There's a quest to cash in. Spirited Harvest. Oh, good.
Good day.
I've done sufficient number of quests to get the initial Spirited Harvest daily done. What's going on, Glorfingray? Why do you have that look on your face? You explained Bingo's idea that a ghost is responsible for the haunting of Westmead, that he wants you and Dinadas to travel through the woods to the Cleary farm to dispel the curse. Dinadas laughs. I'm wondering if it's Denotus. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a Denotus sounds a little bit more hobbity. But then a smile drains away. You're serious? Oh no, Glorfingray. Is there no way to get out of this? I shared my secret to you in confidence. I do not fear nothing. I fear everything. But if I tell Cousin Bingo the truth, he'll know my secret, and I'll be revealed as a liar. But if I do not tell him, I'll have to brave the spooky forest and risk the ghostly curse. It's terrible. There's nothing for it, I suppose. The path is foggy, so you should just pick up this torch and use it to light the way. I'll be right behind you, but I'm not happy about it. Not at all. Alright, so I'm to grab a torch. And my amazing sense of direction compelled me to try walking further down this path. Oops. Okay, number one. This was a bad idea, and I regret it already. Let's turn around and tell Bingo we didn't find anything. What do you say, Glorfingray? I know he's depending on us, but he doesn't have all the information, does he? He thinks I don't believe in ghosts. Not only that, he thinks they'll be an advantage to us in the endeavor. But he's mistaken. I won't let my belief in hunts and specters and ghostly aspirations serve as an even worse disadvantage. Oh, Harump, fine. You can keep going. But I'm not happy about it. Not happy at all. And I'm level 140. I'm not scared of anything. Did you hear that? Or maybe it was my imagination. Is that a farmhouse? That's a stately one. For hobbits, that would be a... That would have been well to do. You'd better check it out. I'll wait here. The door is locked and barred. Can't be opened from this side. Oh, well. No rest upon this side porch if anyone ever did. The forest encroaches on the rear of the farmhouse. The door to the cellar appears to be unlocked. What did you find over here? Oh, a cellar door. Brrr. That cellar door is a Easter egg, or kind of a wink and nod to a word that, or a pair of words that Tolkien thought had a beautiful aesthetic. Cellar door. So he just thought that it had such a lovely sound. Well, the door to the cellar is locked, so I guess we better turn around and go back home. What's that? The door is unlocked? Oh dear, oh dear. There could be anything lurking down there, Glorfingway. Do we really have to go down there? That we do, my friend. Oh, I do not like this. Oh no, what's this? Can it be? It's Green Eyes from the Scary Story. I can't see anything. I hear something, but I don't see anything. Oh my God, do you hear that? Lungo Proudfoot trapped in his larder. What a terrible fate. Will that happen to us, Glorfingway? Will we be trapped in here forever? Oh dearie me, we cannot think like that. But must push ahead anyway. Da-da-da-da. I don't see anything out of the ordinary now. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. Everybody's got a jewel-encrusted... Oh no, what's this? These fish are not really here, are they? This reminds me of a scary story, the one with Odo Grubb. Sends a shiver down my spine. It's gone, just like the others. Let's keep going. Glorfingway, right here. Well, go on then, Spirit. See what terrible vision you have for us. Nothing, eh? Ha! I think we might be through the worst of it. Yeah, I'm sure we are. Gotta turn my display on my phone. Ungoliant is not in this, but her offspring is. The last child of Ungoliant is Shelob. I'll catch my breath and meet you at the top. Okay. There's something peculiar about these stairs. Yes, the mold causes hallucinations. Hobbits are not fond of stairs, so this is a very interesting hobbit house. There's something most peculiar about these stairs. It's quite the acid trip. Finally, I have to say, Glorfingway, I'm not sure how all these stairs fit inside the farmhouse. It looked quite a bit smaller on the outside, didn't it? A pox from the ghost inspectors. Why can't things just be as they appear? I suppose we have to keep going. Maybe the next trick will be that that spooky building is actually not as scary or as haunted as it appears. Here's hoping. Ooh, I don't like this, Glorfingway. My torch went out. Hello? Are you awake, sir? Oh yeah, I'm sure he's awake. Oh dear, I think this fellow's dead. Do you think? Is this Halston Cleary? Who disturbed my vigil? Shunned by my neighbors, left alone, left to die. The time has come to levy my curse upon them. Stop right there. I did some thinking, Glorfingway, and I decided I could not let you and young Dinadas face the danger alone. So I set my misgivings aside and prepared to follow the two of you. And don't you know, but my other cousins have much the same idea. Something about their spirit story strikes me as quite suspicious. I think we should get to the bottom of it, and at once. I don't believe you are Halston Cleary at all. I've read a number of scary stories to celebrate the season. That is simply not how otherworldly spirits behave. Because you can expect a hobbit. No, you are something else. You are well read for one of the hole dwellers. I think you'll find us quite a surprising folk. I am the skulking ire, and I speak for he who no longer can. Halston Cleary died years ago, hated by his neighbors. They called him eerie and off-putting and strange. They mocked him. They insulted him. His rage and his hate drew me here. He died in this very chair, and no one wept for him. You are wrong, spirit. You say Halston Cleary had no friends? I have proof that says otherwise. Flipping away a catch. Bingo tosses a satchel of envelopes to you and you grab it from the air. Dear Mr. Cleary, has it already been 2 months? I cannot believe it, but I know it is so. I've never seen snow like this, but the beginning of the winter is like, but now, okay, this is a repeat. So we're gonna get the show going. There's no need to rehash all of that. We're gonna show this guy how much Mr. Cleary was missed by Ivy Redsmith. Oh no, stop it. This nonsense at once. Enough. Ivy Redsmith wanted to help Halston Cleary, but the winter prevented it. This changes nothing. Halston Cleary was hated by his neighbors. They whispered cruel things about him and they let him die. The rage drew me here. Yes, you said. I've been thinking about that. Like a Scooby-Doo mystery. There are places in the world where evil spirits dwell. Marigold has told me quite a lot about some of them. I have. Such spirits make the land more like themselves, just by being there. You strike me as a barrow-down sort of chap. So, I think you left the Barrow Downs, settled here at Cleary's Acres. But I think you came here before you say you did. What does it matter, Hole Dweller? It matters. It matters because I think it was your presence that caused the Halston neighbors to dislike him. Hey there, Yari. I say it was not. What did you say your name was? The Skulking Ire? You're more like a skulking liar. that's that. The skulking Ire is defeated, Glorfingway. He won't be bothering us anymore. And if he knows what's good for him, now that he's gone, I expect Hobbits Westmead will no longer feel the effect of his presence. It is not soon enough, if you ask me, but better late than not at all. I wish we could have done more to help Halston Cleary. His is a sad story, and while I'm glad we have at last put an end to the villainy of the skulking Ire, we are much too late to help the poor departed Mr. Cleary. Better late than never, did I say? It's hard to be later than this, 200 years gone, but still I hope he finds some rest in it. I should like to make arrangements to bury him. I shall inquire with the mayor, and perhaps a quick post can be made and foot the bill. Had they delivered Ivy Redsmith's letters, some measure of pain might have been avoided. No, I will not judge the postmasters long gone. The skulking Ire had a hand in the derelictions of their duty. I think Halston Cleary should like to be buried in his garden. We will set Ivy's letters with him, and may he find peace at last with the memory of her. Did you see that, Glorfingway? Skulking liar, I called him. Oh, if only Celadine had been here to see my incredible bravery and courage. You'll tell her, won't you? It's funny. I was frightened when we came to the forest, and again when we arrived at the spooky farmhouse hidden within. I was beside myself with terror when you told me the door to the cellar was unlocked, and each new version we beheld as we made our way through the Cleary farmhouse increased my horror tenfold. But when it came right down to it, when we confronted the specter of so many of my brothers and sisters who were beside me, well, things didn't seem quite so scary anymore. How very strange. Even so, I look around me now, and the spookiness begins to creep back, and I tell you, I'm ready to go. Yes, let's leave while we have the opportunity, Glorfingway. Brr, what's the hold-up? The server didn't crash, it was my connection to it. And I'm trying to hide this interface that's hiding the chat. Barrow Downs, yeah it is, that is an eerie part. And it's one of the things that gives Tom Bombadil the plot device, you know, because if Pippin hadn't gotten the barrow blade of Westernness, he couldn't have opened up the Witch King to Eowyn's killing blow. Really tired, and I'm wondering if I got Merry and Pippin mixed up. No, it was Pippin. Ooh. Wow, the brain fog is kind of rich this evening. And shit, it's and the cool thing about ebooks also is that you can find information so quickly with the word search, but I'm close to 50, and if I'm reading generally, my favorite thing is to hold an actual book. I'm still kind of old school, but it wasn't. Now I'm thinking it's Mary. It was Meriadoc. It was Meriadoc that running. It was Meriadoc that stabbed him, I think, in the foot. Yeah, because he wanted to ride with. Yes, that's right. He Meriadoc sold his. Not sold. He gave his service, I should say, to Theoden, and Theoden didn't want to take him. So it was Mary. He was at the houses of the healing and... Ooh, I gotta... Yes, it was Mary. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And for the heck of it, what I will do is, since you already mentioned Tom, I'll hop on another character. No, I'll stay with this one. Since you already mentioned Tom, trying to think of a way to do this expeditiously. I'll see what. I don't think I'll take the long road. There's so many names and places. I have to admit that COVID scrambled my brains just a little bit. But there's a lot of rich detail, Shada, in the lore that's fun to draw on. And it's pretty much best to read The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, and then the Silmarillion. But if you can get through the Silmarillion, it adds a lot of depth to the Lord of the Rings, and even some depth to The Hobbit, because it was kind of like the source material. And this is the night sky in the Shire. And the constellations are the same as they are for the night sky, and I think a part of Europe is the same. They're like the Big Dipper. All that. I've read the Silmarillion 3 times, but I've listened to the audiobook about 30 times. But what I really need to study more than anything with that, once and for all, and it's just something that it may not surprise you that I have ADHD, but what I need to solidify is the who and where in terms of the leadership of the realms of Beleriand. I know a lot of the characters, but there's some that, like, I can't remember who, like, if you said, who ruled over Nargothrond? I would be like, that's an excellent question. I don't know. I think Turgon was king of Gondolin. And Glamdring, the sword that Gandalf uses, is the sword of Turgon, I think. This is the far edge, or the last town in the Shire. And if you remember, I know Shada's more familiar with the movies, I think, than the books, but this is the Brandywine River. And the books are, well, actually, I tell you what, as far as entertainment goes and things being concise, the BBC's radio drama is really good, but the audiobooks from Rob Inglis, I think it was Rob Inglis, and Andy Serkis are good. They're quite good. But this is Buckleberry Ferry, And that is Buckland. And I don't know if there's a ferry ride to that, the other way. We'll just do it. Well, this will be a shorter route. Splash, splash, I was taking a bath. Try to hurry it up. Oh yes, I've listened to it over and again, and honestly, Yari, if I don't know if you can send me a PM or something, but if you would like the audiobook of it, I will show you where to get it. That's all I'll say on here. So this is Buckland, and this is beyond the Shire. The Bucklanders think that the Shire folk are queer, and the Shire folk think the Bucklanders are queer. That is to say, strange. Yeah, Andy Serkis does a really good Gollum. It was kind of funny. Before he went to audition for it, he had a basic synopsis of how he was supposed to act, and he was thinking, like, how do I do this? Where do I start? I'm looking for I don't think that there's a hole that goes to the old forest through Buckland. But he did do a very commendable job, but I also listened to Rob Inglis first. And this is the old forest, and this is not in any of the books or the BBC series. So the old forest is literally old. At nighttime it picks up quite a different flavor. I'm turning the labels off. I don't know my way perfectly, but I'll get to Tom Bombadil's. I'll turn the soundtrack on just to give a little bit of somebody's coming. Let's see if that's too loud when I get there. Yep, Meriadoc Brandybuck. And I think that was his property, that hole. Or his family's property. Oops, I think I'm going the wrong way. Old Hill. That is... Well... This place is easy to get lost in, I must say. I'm so high level that I could one-shot anything here. Or have I've done all the Slayer deeds and everything here to deal with, but there's bears and angry trees. There's Old Man Willow. Old Man Willow's part of the book, not part of the movies. Now to get to Tom's house easy from Bree. I thought I'd take a tour through the old forest where the hobbits walked. There's no real mention of bears or anything. But token insisted on having an enigma in the story, so there is a character that doesn't quite fit the token perfectly. The races of beings, sentient beings. Let's see, I'm getting a message. Let's see. Skirting the edge. There's spider cocoon. So there's Tom Bombadil and his wife Goldberry. I'm getting close to Goldberry's water area. She's like they're both immortal. They are enigmas. They are strange. And oh, there's a maple tap. Darn it! I followed a path. It was not where I meant to go. It's been a while since I've been here. That's the Withy Wendell river behind all these. Oops, I'm going to get back to the display. I wish I could have the chat on my screen. There's people that somehow manage that. Go in the exact. Okay. I think I'm getting warmer. Right now I am running on instinct. There's old man Willow. And he's nasty. He's an angry ant. And if you get really close to him, your power dips to just about nothing. The hobbits got caught in Old Man Willow, and Tom Bombadil rescues them. But Old Man Willow's an angry ant, essentially. And we go from the shenanigans of Old Man Willow, and I believe up the way we go. No, he wasn't. He's not even in the BBC thing. He's just only in the books and in audiobooks. But there is Tom Bombadil's house. Welcome back, Yari. theme that I have in my Hobbit house. And a bit of a skip. And I'm hoping to be as seamless as possible. I always go back to this game. I've played lots that were a ton of fun, but I always come back to this one. So it gets into creepy territory pretty quick. Yeah, it is. And you can get houses now and put music into your house. If you guys want, I'll show you my Hobbit house after I show you Bree, but this is where the Hobbits went, and they got kinda lost. You know, they condense everything so you can get somewhere comparatively quick, but these are like the tombs of Westerness. And when they were trying to get to Bree, Tom Bombadil bailed him out. There's a lot of undead things, and nighttime is the quote-unquote worst time to be at the Barrows. There's one of the Barrows right there. And there's some undead. They did a stat crunch because the numbers were getting too absurd. Before the stat crunch, I had, if I had my tank spec on, I had, I think, 1.7 million hit points, or morale. I have an emoji thing that makes it so I can't see the whole chat. It's just really weird. Oh yeah, and there's a quest. There's a quest in the game in a different area that relates to that. They kind of tie it. It's in a new area. Unfortunate Traveler. There's a quest related to that. Speak with one of the survivors of the ill-fated expedition into the Barrow Downs. Oh, I'll decline that for now. I'll do that one later. It'll always be waiting for me. The steeds that I like, the treasure-laden horse that you get if you get a good, during the treasure hunting thing. Yeah, since you like Tom Bombadil, I wanted to just take a trip over there. I've done enough for the daily, for the festival, and it'll be here a while yet. I'll be able to do some shopping, and there's Bree. So the hobbits came over here, and Strider followed them from the barrow, well, near the Barrow Downs, when he overheard Tom Bombadil talking to him. Oh, sure. Happy to. There's often a lot of funny things going on. The Prancing Pony with the players, it's a very hot role-playing point, and you see a lot of things. I'm going to switch into my incognito. I mean, my helm's kind of a dead giveaway if you were into that, but I don't do RP in the Prancing Pony, but I thought I'd show you. There's Barlim and Butterbur. And I don't know if Knob and Bob are in this. But I think one of these tables is where Frodo was dancing and slit in the ring went on his finger and alerted the spies to where and what he was. And there's a barber to change your appearance. Change your opinion. I'm quite tired. Oh, it's there's a variety of things. I have a wardrobe for cosmetics, and this is absurd. I'm not even proud of this, because it just means I'm a hoarder. But my wardrobe has 370 slots where I could put cosmetic things. And I have so much stuff that I would probably never wear. But I keep it just in case I want to use it. Okay. Sand through the apple. Oh, Bill Fernie. Yeah, and he named the pony after him, Bill Fernie. And I think Bill Fernie's house is, if memory serves, just outside Bree. I think they put it there. It's waste of a good apple. Busted his nose at least. This is our Steed of Rivendell. Oh, I don't know when you popped on, Yari, but I'll show you my different outfits, actually, just to make a production of it. That's my human, or man, I should say, disguise. This is my lounging outfit. This is my cold weather outfit. Although the swords aren't working on all of my outfits. There's the cold weather. I don't know if I have a favorite, but I try to be, I don't mean to be pretentious with the title, but I use the title Bringer of Light. My kind of white knight outfit is this. And it's one of my favorites. with the expansion, I got this emote. Oops. Shadowbringer. I think all my... I have a list of, you know, the more you achieve, the more titles you can unlock. Just to give you a kind of a rundown. There's crafting titles, deed titles. These are all the titles I could use. You can use a search in the window to try to find something, but through my adventures with this character, I've done a lot. And there's so many that are similar from doing similar deeds in other areas, and I've not even done a quarter of the content yet in terms of the deeds, but it's just ridiculous. The other, that's the kind of the blue one. I like the cloak on that one, and I like the shield because of it's like the shield of Arendelle. But this game doesn't take a high-end PC to play, so if somebody had like a $400 laptop, they could play it with decent graphics. But you definitely want a mouse. You wouldn't want to do it on a keyboard. This is my golden one. And I like this one, kind of schmancy pants. Such as like robes, no dark thing. But what was it he mentioned? Or they mentioned I think that Bill Ferny's house is on the other side. But because of, with the fellowship, because they were exposed in Bree, Strider wanted them away from the road. So he took them out. I'd be happy to stream some tomorrow, I think. I'll probably have another half hour before I pretty much need to have a bit of supper and heard a weird noise. Anyways, they left because Strider didn't want to be seen on the road. So they left through the western gate of Bree, and because of the ruckus made in the Prancing Pony, their ponies were stolen, and Bill Ferny sold oh yeah, I don't know what point he's at, cause my thing isn't overly current. I'm gonna send something in the chat. Oops. Let's see. That was going a little bit too far. Okay, there's. I think they exited Bree either through here or through the north. They cut around, trying to avoid the road. They didn't go to the Barrow Down, but I think Bill Fernie's house. It's been a while. Because they were exposed in Bree. Wanted nothing to do with seeing anybody on the road. Whoops, I almost took a flying leap for Jesus. It bugs me that I can't remember things so well as I used to. I think this is Bill Fernie's house. Nope. Old Sweetgrass Farm. Maybe not. I think maybe Sweetgrass was the bad guy. I can't remember where Bill Fernie lived. It might have been in Bree, but I could have sworn that his house was in this game. But anyway, he didn't want to go through the Barrow Down again. Wanting to stay off the street. Through Pookie territory. Can't believe I can't remember where his flippin' house is. This, just to give you an idea of the map. This is just the Breeland map, and this is my location in the Breeland area. Bree Town is this. So I'm in the southern Bree fields. I'll go back. But I am here. So they went to the Lowlands on Weathertop. I don't know if you can see my pointer. But from Weathertop, Frodo getting stabbed, and with a Morgul blade, they took him to Rivendell. This is quite a far back look, but even then it goes even further. So there's Eriador. They haven't added Linden. I look forward to it when they do that, and that's probably when they will put in Elvish premium housing. But they're opening up Umbar next month sometime. But yeah, that's like Moria through the Misty Mountains. It's enormous. It would take literally an hour and a half probably to go from one end of the map to the other on a horse. Maybe longer than that, actually. But yeah, I fancy that and I won't do this too much longer. Actually, I'll get on my faster one. Oh, let me get my screen back up. I've been running my mouth. Hopefully I won't lose connection again for trying to go too fast. Oh, I wish you luck, Gary. But I'm gonna be going to bed soon. My schedule is not overly conducive to interact with European players unless they're staying up very late or getting up very early in the morning. But on weekends, I'm more available for stuff. But like I indicated earlier, I would be more than happy to give you some solid equipment. I don't know what kind of class you're interested in playing, or if you want any advice, or you just have the one you like to play. But I like helping people, so being a captain and giving them buffs has been my thing. They're going to do a crafting overhaul soon. And I wouldn't blame you. I would try and get a hold of a customer service rep and talk to somebody. I don't know if this is exactly the way I want to try and do this, but it looks like something that's gonna block me off as I try. Or I will take a flying leap off a terrible precipice. This is the new starting area they implemented. Kind of screwed up. Oh boy. I'm working night to try. I have a lot of instant travel points. I should have I tried to there's something I could have done that would have been even easier, but I don't think. So good. That's right. There's a trick.
How can I be of service?
It'd be better to dedicate an entire stream for some of this, but... Oh, yes, yes. Thank you for letting me know. I usually turn it off, but I turned it on for Tom Bombadils. I'll keep it way low. Okay, well, this is... I wish I remembered exactly what gate they left, but they wanted to avoid the roads. And, in fact, I wonder if Bill Fernie's house was around there, but anyways, we went through. To avoid being seen, to the Midgewater Marshes. And well, they got bit by mosquitoes like crazy, and the joke was made that there are more midges than water, and what do they eat when they can't get hobbits? All this is condensed, so these are quest zones. Oops, sorry. Took a dip in the drink. Thank you for letting me know, because, whose dwelling is this? Or what's the significance of it? Right. Well, I have more control with this standard mount. But, anyways, they walked through that nasty poo-poo just to keep away from the roads. And it is probably 4 dawn, late watches. I hope I'm not is that the Forsaken Inn? Am I that far off? Yes, I am. That's the Forsaken Inn down there, and that's Weathertop up there. Boy, I feel like a mini hammer right now. I'm a little bit overtired, and I need to have a bit of a supper and a drink and wind down. I've been at this a bit too long, but I plan on streaming again soon. But it is a festival time, and when I do a stream, it might be better on a weekend where I could zap around to places people might be interested in seeing, because I've been doing deeds in Moar. Oh. Good luck, my friend. I hope you find it. Ruins, like ancient ruins. These ruins are already thousands of years old. From Numenor, the Witch King of Angmar. There's a lot of ruination here. soon as I get to Weathertop, I'll log. But it's where Frodo got stabbed with the Morgul blade, where Aragorn and them went. Actually, this is a good enough view. You don't necessarily need me to go to the top and say, hey, look, you can see more of this hellish desert scape or plains. But one thing, the Arnor area, oh yeah, one of the most splendid places to see is Evendim. Anuminas. This map, the ruins around it. It had such a lot of historicity, but they've added more starting areas and lower level areas and a lot of fun places to see. I'm going to end. I think that's my favorite horse barding. Horse barding. Was it Tol Erosea or something? Tol Erosea. You know what? That's... Why did that... What am I thinking of Valinor with that? Oh. Okay. I don't know if you saw this one. This was pretty much my sparkliest. The one that I usually ride actually is just this one. I know it's plain. But on my war steed, I have a outfit on it. It's not plain. It's appearance. This one. And I will pop in to here before I log out to give you guys something kind of cool to see. Yeah. And I will play as Noldor. This is Rivendell, and that's the last homely house. There's the Loudwater. Over there at the waterfalls. It's kind of funny, I was really annoyed, but then I read it. Bruinen is, I think, literally loud water. It's like, well, you can't argue with that. Rivendell's a super pretty place. And there's the shield and spear statue of Gil-galad, the High King of the Noldor, who died killing or besting Sauron. They've remodeled the interior of the last homely house in the with the lobby, and this is no longer instance. The hall to fire is connected, so you can open that, and the hall to fire is here. They've touched it up. It's not bad for a 16-year-old game. I don't remember Elrond's Hall being in here years ago. It may have been, but I'm sure there's lots of RPers at points that come here. And sometimes to see things better, I'll turn the interface off. I just have a key command to do it. But I'm afraid I'm a bit tired and worn out and need to have a light supper and cherish my dog and pet her and chat with Mrs. a bit before retiring for the evening. Where in the name of Farmer Maggot is that? Oh, that's Elrond's Hall. This is the last homely house. But, well, you guys, I hope you have a kind and gentle night, and I'll bid you fair winds for now. I'm starting to feel a strain, but it's been fun, and you guys have been a very kind audience, and it was a pleasure to meet you. Yari, and I hope to see you in game, and if I get a message, I will definitely hook you up. And until next time, fair winds for now, and you guys have a restful